Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you can.
Have a good one.
Take a ride to the
Cheers, guys.
side of your mind. But please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of this week's episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead on Starz, which is episode 9 of season 3, Judgment Day. So yeah, second to last episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead, not just of the season, but unfortunately ever. Starz did unfortunately cancel the show. I did a separate video on that yesterday though, which I will link to at the end of this one, or to search my channel, I'm sure it'll come up. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. It's very frustrating because I won't ramble about this too much because I did for about 15 minutes in that video yesterday. But Ash vs. Evil Dead has become one of my all-time favorite shows for sure. Ever since I got in, I got into the franchise late in the game. I know, very late in the game. But ever since I watched the movies, and started watching the show, it's become one of my all-time favorite horror franchises. And Bruce Campbell's Ashley J. Williams, he's like the ultimate horror hero to me now. And I still love Ash vs. Evil Dead. It's one of the most entertaining and just damn addicting shows I've ever seen in a long time. I really enjoyed season 1, season 2, and season 3 has just been fucking awesome to me. It's such a fucking blast. I know they originally wanted to go 5 seasons, but it would have been nice if Starz gave them like even a more condensed 4th and final season, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But not all hope is lost, because Bruce Campbell, he has promised that there's a big payoff in the final episode, which I can already see it building to, or at least like a full circle kind of story for Ash. He's gonna have to prove and show who he is once and for all, the prophesized one or not. So I think it'll tie up the story a little bit more than we're expecting. And I'm actually pretty excited for it, because it feels like it is building to a conclusion. It's just unfortunate because we know there's apparently more after this either way. But I think we're going to be able to hopefully make peace with how Season 3 ends. But yeah, this episode, like I said, watch my Ramble video about it getting canceled if you want to hear more about that. But yeah, Judgment Day. This episode I liked quite a bit. You had Ash going just hog wild after Ruby, and trying to get Kelly's body, at Mrs. Previtt's house, right? And meanwhile you had Pablo trying to reach the rift, and you had Brandy, sort of almost stepping into her father's shoes with being in the shack or whatever it was. Almost like the style of the first movie or two. Fighting off her demonic cell phone, which is a fun little, cute little thing. They made that with like both an actual material puppet and CGI, of course, to enhance it or whatever. So that was kind of fun, and you see her basically just obliterate it with it wasn't a lawnmower, it was something else that was in there, but still, kind of creating a parallel between both her and her dad. So I like that. Nonetheless, we basically get the end of Ruby's story as well, or at least that old Ruby that was brought in Season 2. Not the one that actually turned into a decent person in Season 2, the one, the blonde one that has unfortunately been tormenting Argo speeders, since then. She was trying to stop the Dark Ones from coming up because they they're gonna just destroy both her and Kaya, and which they pretty much do after a scuffle with Ash. I knew it was a mistake that Ash left his boomstick with his daughter, because she ended up losing it outside anyway, not being able to use it. But then Ruby, she does the most evil thing Ruby has ever done, and that is destroy the chainsaw. Oh god. I felt Ash's pain reacting to it. Hopefully Ash gets his boomstick back at least somehow for the finale or something, I don't know. But maybe, hey, the finale has to do with him not having any of these weapons. Maybe it has to do with, him, who he is, just as a person when it comes down to it. The prophesized one, right? So maybe he shouldn't need it. We'll see. But either way, it's not fucking groovy at all that Ruby destroyed his chainsaw. I did like how they kept on focusing on Kelly's body, because the Dark Ones do arrive. They're these, kind of red hooded figures that we've seen in the books and everything like that. So again, that's something that, although we know there's going to be more seasons after this that they wanted originally, it does kind of feel like a full circle thing for the franchise, seeing these Dark Ones, and them coming out. But yeah, anyway, they end up, of course, taking Kaya out of Kelly's body, which is good. I'm glad that Kelly's body is preserved. I've been crossing my fingers that they keep they keep trying to build to something, hopefully, to get Kelly back, which I think they definitely are now, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. I like how Ash, kind of dragged her body off at the end to, keep some sort of chance to get her back at some point. So that's good of Ash. He didn't forget about Kelly, which I think was, really respectful to the character and the relationships that they built over the past 3 seasons. But yeah, they destroy Kaya. And then they just completely take out Ruby's life force or whatever it is, permanently destroying her as well, and just sucking her in. So yeah, I think that's the last we'll see of Ruby. Now, if Ash versus Yulia got another season or 2, would they have brought Ruby back again? I don't know. I do agree with some people. I think Ruby's been a little bit overplayed, a little bit. But maybe, if anything, they would have brought back the good Ruby again for a little bit, or something, I don't know. But either way, I think this is it for, the big Ruby concentration. But yeah, then Ash is able to escape, with the Necronomicon in Kelly's body. Of course, they chase after him. Ash is driving off in the Delta. He's always trying to drink just a little bit of beer as he goes, too, no matter what's happening. He ends up getting to the hardware store despite Pablo trying to warn him through the book, but of course Ash can't hear him quite right, so Ash ends up being crashed into the restaurant by the hardware store, and the Dark Ones do get the Necronomicon, and it unleashes this thing I've been seeing a lot of promotional posters since before the season started. I've seen it in interviews too. It's supposed to be like this big 60-foot, manifestation of evil and Dark Ones, and it's this big 60-foot deadite. We only see its hand, but you can see a little more of the design in the previews for the series finale next week, as well as a little bit on, again, those promotional posters that we've been seeing for a while. It looks pretty fucking cool. For the budget they have, I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, it's gonna be really, really fucking intense, and they still got Kelly's body. But yeah, overall this is a really good episode. Of course, it leaves us the cliffhanger. I just want to watch the final episode now. It's really gonna be fucking awesome. I really love what I see in the preview for the last episode next week. I know there's people that don't like to watch previews, sometimes they just don't want to know absolutely anything. But I did watch the preview. So if you don't want to hear about the preview, click off now. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. But anyway, the preview. I'm giving this episode 9.4, 9.5 out of 10, by the way. Anyway, the preview looks just fucking insane. Even though I'm bothered that I know they wanted to do another season or 2 after this, it feels like they're really going all out for the end of season 3. Lucky us that they're actually pulling up a lot of shit. So I think we'll be able to kind of be happy with next week's episode being the final episode, because it looks like they're, like I said, doing a lot of stuff for it. But yeah, Kelly looks like she's definitely back because we have a shot of her, you know, firing off the M16 or whatever it is, you know, the way she used to. So she's fucking their faces with bullets. So Kelly's definitely going to be put back in her body, so that's good. Like Pablo said, if anything, he thought she is going to be the one to survive all this, and looks like she'll at least be one of them now, so that's good. Glad to have my Kelly back. Dandy Lorenzo, she's, you know, she's just fucking magic. And then, of course, it looks like there's just deadites all over the place. You know, you see Nash just running over one after the other, and, you know, there's that one stalking Brandy or whatever. But yeah, it looks like they're all over the place. They're like in the sewers or something, which, you know, should be pretty cool. It's like a full-on, like, savage deadite zombie apocalypse type thing. And then, with that, we also, of course, the big monster. And it looks like Ash is, you know, I think it's gonna happen now. He's gonna like sacrifice himself to destroy the creature. You know, somehow they get a tank, I guess. And it looks like he's saying goodbye to Brandy and sort of like shutting her off, you know, or shutting her away in another area or something. So yeah, I guess this is full circle. He's gonna really show himself as the prophesized one, and, you know, once and for all, and put a stop to this. If they do, it's going to be hard for me to see, but if the FA goes out, I may as well do to finally put an end to it. But we'll see. It's going to be really awesome either way. So yeah, let me guys thought about this week's episode. Also, let me know what you think is going to happen in the series finale. Like I said, it still fucking sucks that Starz canceled it, but again, let's just be thankful and lucky that looks like they're pulling off as much, again, shit as they're doing in the season 3 finale, or the series finale next week. It looks like it's gonna be really a treat. Probably the best episode. So yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Instagram too.